Okay, just to make sure you understand RDP and RUP, here's another diagram. That diagram that Randy Shaver put up there, that is ancient. That is ancient, man. They are a little behind sometimes in Wisconsin. I found that out coming from the East Coast of Wisconsin. They are a little behind on things. He said that must have been put together in the 70s. Yeah, it was. By Larry Satter, and I worked with Larry to put it together as a grad student. I remember that. 1969, fall of 1969 is when he struggled with that. Well, I try to make it a little more simple here. Here's the crude protein that you have in your diet. Notice, it's made up of what we call true protein, which are amino acids hooked together. And then non-protein nitrogen. There's about 60 different compounds in our feeds that contain nitrogen, but by definition are not protein. And what you might add to your diet would be something like urea. Okay? It's not protein. It's very high in nitrogen. That's non-protein nitrogen. But all these non-protein nitrogens come into the room and they're very quickly degraded to ammonia. Now, true protein, which is going to be most of the protein in your diet, most of the crude protein, that's a bunch of amino acids hooked together. And the bacteria will take that true protein and start chopping it down. Well, smaller pieces of protein will be called peptides, and then they get broken down to the individual building blocks called amino acids. So notice the steps here. Once amino acids are formed in the rumen, now they get degraded pretty fast. And the bugs take that nitrogen off in the form of ammonia, and so you have an ammonia pool in the rumen. Now the bacteria in the rumen, they can use all of these, the peptides, amino acids, and ammonia, to make their body protein. Okay? But some of that true protein resists or escapes ruminal degradation. We call it RUP. So down here in the small intestine, we have RUP, microbial protein. Then there's a little bit of endogenous protein. That is actually made in the gut and gets secreted, or made in the body, gets secreted into the gut. But that's only like 3-4% of the total. So we call this here metabolizable protein. Maybe to you, it's digestible protein. It's a protein that is digested and amino acids are absorbed. Okay. So that's a little bit on protein metabolism. But the bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, is the cows require amino acids. That's what the cows require. And the bacteria that are in here in the rumen require RDP, rumen degradable protein. That portion, this protein right here, that's degraded in the rumen. That's what they require. Okay? RDP is for the cow. RDP is for the bugs, the bacteria, and RUP is for the cow. But what the cow requires are amino acids.